able to break it pretty easy.
I will say the Jags have done a much better job of handling that pressure and turning it into points, a la Kristen Narcisse. There's Narcisse outside to Carter Hartley. She can hit the three, and Deanna Carter-Hartley does indeed hit the three. The Jags trying to hang on to the lead. They've never trailed. There's Sutton taking it hard to the bucket.
That's a strong move right Doesn't hesitate. I mean, had two blocked early, Pat, and just it didn't slow her down at all. She just continues to take it in and right on cue. Like, we know what we're talking about.
6 for her with 6 points. Working it around, Ortiz for 3. Ortiz, the Southern Miss plays some very tough defense. How about that pass inside? Harris can't get the first one, but does get the second. What a pass, though, from Ortiz. Have 5 points in this third quarter. South Alabama has 4. Sutton outside. Oh, short jumper good by Deanna Carter-Hartley.
That play started.
Can't do it, but Deanna Carter-Hartley there for the offensive rebound and the reset for South. Narcisse. Fade away, got it. Kristen Narcisse is unconscious. And the Jags have the basketball. Narcisse, three-pointer Kristen Narcisse. She inbounds it, hits the Gonzalez to Mark. Trying to get it to Cordasia. The bucket is there at the buzzer. And Cordasia Harris now a double-double. Sutton left open inside the three-point line, and that's a big one.
South just continues to hold that rebound margin. 32 rebounds this game. What a shot right there.
How big has she been?
She really has been.
Just an overall phenomenal job by our team tonight, especially on the defensive end. When you hold a team to 20% from the field, that means your kids are locked in what we're doing defensively and taking away the other team's strengths. But just to, it's been it was a hard January, it was a hard early February, but again, I think this team has kind of found its rhythm and is back in stride. And so to be able to go on the road and get a win a few days ago and come home and protect the Mitch during our rivalry week, it's just really, really good.
Okay, Coach, what did you think about your team performance tonight?
Oh, amazing. And you know what? It started with Kristen Narcisse. The way that she was able to get the ball moving for others first, and then she got in a groove, and then she just got to her pull-up game. But then she also didn't forget to defend. And so when you got a point guard that can kind of start others off and then provide what they can provide, it's really nice. And then we've been talking about Cordasia Harris kind of getting back to old we call her old Lou, and she really over the last 5 or 6 days has looked more like that vintage Lou that we started the year with. So phenomenal job again. Danny, I can go down. T.O., all of them. They played really well tonight.
What can we look forward to heading into the end of the season?
The same that you saw tonight, hopefully. We got a big one coming up on Friday, so we got about 45 hours to rest and recover and get ready. And, that school down the street, it's a big game for us. They could be playing for something like first place, and we're playing to get out of to possibly get to a higher seed, and that would make the world a difference going into Pensacola. So, from our team, I'm just going to ask them, hey, enjoy the moment right now. Okay, enjoy the moment. Let's rest and recover. Let's eat well. Let's sleep. Let's stretch. Let's come in at 2 o'clock tomorrow and be super focused with film work and prep work. And then, again, the most important thing is that we're ready to go 5 o'clock on Friday.
How does this win show your growth within your team?
Man, it's just really special. A lot of teams would have folded. I make a joke with some of my mentors and stuff, and it's not funny, but it's funny. Like, we may be the team in the country that's had the most less than 7-point losses in conference play in the country. We may be that team. But this group is really resilient. And what I can say is that because we knew what we were capable of and we had receipts, we have receipts. We know November, December, how we played and how we can get back to playing. The group every day, after every game, we watched the film, we learned from it, and then their practice habits got better. And in that 10-game losing streak, a lot of teams, their practice habits would have got worse. right? They would have been straggling coming in, not halfway shooting the ball and shooting drills, not locked in on the game plan. But this team wasn't like that. And that just goes to, we use the word mental maturity a lot. That goes to the mental maturity of this team. So just being so resilient during that very, very hard stretch. But we may have been the team in the country that had the most losses by less than 7 points. And, we talked about, hey, it's preparing us for something, right? Conference is hard. We are in the number 6 conference in women's basketball in the nation for a reason. It's the Power Four, it's the Big East, and then it's the Sun Belt. And so to think that you're going to blow anybody out, to think that it's going to be easy, to think all that, you're delusional, right? And so this group has just really stayed together and just every day come in ready to play and ready to prepare. So I love that about them.
Okay, Coach, and this is your second straight to win games for the last 2 games. And how would you kind of piggyback off that? Like, how would you carry this momentum of going into your final season game with Troy?
We just want to keep it rolling. We talked about, I think I wrote on the board, keep moving forward. We have a little thing that we do that they think is goofy, but whatever, they bought into it. And so we just want to keep the thing rolling. And as we inch closer to Pensacola, the most important thing is we stay hot, we stay ready, we stay hungry. And so, again, it feels good to beat a rival. South Alabama, we have 2 big rivals, Southern Miss and Troy. And so anytime that you can beat one of those guys, and especially with the roster they have and what they've been able to do, it's got to be a great confidence booster for all 15 and all 5 coaches.
I'm excited to get the win, most importantly, especially it being coming off of a win last week. Just trying to get us some momentum, going into conference. I'm just happy about that.
At what point in the game did you know you were going to have your career high?
Didn't know. I had no idea. We walked in the locker room for halftime. I said, I had 15. But I was like, I just wanted to win. We was up by, I believe 17 or 18, and it was just, my idea was just keep that lead.
You had a good night tonight. What was the best for you? What was the best moment for you offensively?
I don't know, just playing basketball, playing in rhythm, playing in flow, and just making stuff happen.
What went into your preparation tonight to help you have your career high?
The same preparation as every night. Sleep well, eat well, come out, try to be a dog, and tonight it showed.
How do you plan to carry this momentum, this good momentum, into the next game?
Just keep doing the things that got us here, staying disciplined, not getting big-headed, just, having the same mission that we had every game, try to get the win.